I'll be right back, chat. So you guys watch the video? I'll be right back. じゃあね、すぐ戻ります。I'll be right back. I'll be right back. すぐ戻ります。
Your cruel and miserable games. You exist for one purpose, to reap everything I've sown. You robbed me not only of my childhood, but my adulthood too. I've been cursed to play your bullshit till the end of time, but thankfully, the end of time is about to come. The year 2020 is upon us. Doomsday. Yeah, they were 20 years off with Y2K, but this is it, for real. And with only 1 week left, the ceremony must begin. You must wear these masks until the midnight of New Year's. They've been carefully selected as caricatures of your true, shitty natures. Your mask represents the solicitor, the one who uses familiar source material to cash in and disrespects the love for the franchise. You don't respond to love. You only respond to what your petty hunger dictates, to things that have value. You're the kind that appraises franchises without seeing their beauty. You're nothing but greed.
It's epic lunchtime. Grab your snacks,
Your mask
drinks,
is the overzealous
and don't forget the
coward,
Reese's and
the one
G
who has
Fuel.
nothing to give but somehow
Also,
gives too much of
butts.
it. You're an overflowing garbage can of filth, bloated and packed to the gills with nonsense, bullshit to the highest capacity to hide your incompetent, broken gameplay. And of course, you wear the mask of the heartless Punisher, tricking me with useless weaponry and sucker punch pitfalls at every step. You see humanity as small animals caught in a trap to be tortured. Your pleasure is the giving of pain. From this you feel the same sense of joy one might get from a kiss or an embrace. Shame on you. Shame on all you shitty games. All your cryptic mazes, bad controls, unfair jumps, vomit-inducing graphics, lack of continues, long passwords. I hope you're proud of yourselves. May God, the devil, and whatever else have pity on you. But as for me, I wear the mask of the thing that stalks me at this very moment. You shitty, shitty games. You stole my life away. It's all yours. You inherit everything left of my soul. Now you can dig deep in the treasury. But before the world ends, I must play one last game.
Submitted for your approval, Mr. Nerd, a frustrated gamer with no life outside this room, except for a virtual world which he's created. A world that will come to an end when his anger causes its total destruction on New Year's Eve. But until then, he has 1 week to take care of some unfinished business. He must complete one of the most beloved Zelda games, Majora's Mask. Other YouTubers cherish it, but this is not your usual reviewer. This is the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Zelda!
Thanks for watching this episode of Angry Video Game Nerd. But first, a word from our sponsor.
41
If you want an
minutes.
epic, dark
Holy.
fantasy done right with over 400 champions to collect and personally
This
customize,
video's
then check out
41
Raid
minutes?
Shadow Legends. Not to be confused with
Holy.
that awful NES game, Raid 2010 Mystery Shards, and one free champion, Adjudicator. She's like if an elf from Lord of the Rings and a stack of heavy metal magazines collided into the ultimate badass elf. So hurry, because this offer is available for only 30 days. And now, on with the show.
Is this Raid Shadow Legends?
When it comes to fantasy adventure games, I can't
It
think
is
of
everywhere.
any
It
franchise
is
that has made as
everywhere.
big an impact on me as Zelda. Each installment was a milestone that represented the full capabilities of the console it was released on and the generation of its time. The overhead 2D format will always be the traditional classic Zelda for me, but the franchise was never afraid to experiment. Zelda 2 was a side-scroller, and Ocarina of Time was three-dimensional, even though the 3D format somehow became the standard after that. But anyway, Ocarina was such a big hit, the next thing I knew, a VHS tape came in the mail promoting Majora's Mask. I thought to myself, what? Another Zelda game? Already? Judging by the look of it, it seemed they reused the same 3D engine as Ocarina, which was confirmed, but it also seemed Nintendo was being careful not to copy Ocarina too much. So they reinvented the franchise as we know it. No Ganon, no Triforce, no Hyrule, and no Zelda except for a brief flashback. At that time, I had just burnt myself out finishing Ocarina and moved on to other things, so I sadly missed out on Majora's Mask. But in the 20 years since, I never stopped thinking about that creepy moon. As time went on, I've heard so much enthusiasm for this game. It has a whole community behind it, and some people even say it's the greatest Zelda game ever made. So it's been a bucket list item for me, which I'm finally about to check off the list.
Ooh.
First, I have to get out of the way. The Nintendo 64's graphics look like shit, and age like shit too. Those blocky and murky textures, ugh. But hey, what can you do? It's Nintendo 64. You can't blame them, but the pioneering days of 3D graphics don't hold up as well as the 2D games. I mean, look at Link to the Past. In my opinion, that still shines as perfect as ever. Back to Majora. The setting is a doomed world called Termina, which was created from the powers of a dark magical mask, Majora's of course. After the mask was stolen by Skull Kid, it somehow formed Termina, vaguely modeling it after memories of Hyrule and its inhabitants, which is why many characters look the same. But this world is only temporary, as the big scary moon is slowly coming down to crash and kill everyone and everything.
It's a memory?
I have to say, that moon is fucking awesome. It's cool just knowing it's always up there, staring down at you.
It's so cool though, no matter where you go, like, there's always moon right there that reminds you, hey, 2 days left, like that.
Only 3 days left to live. The people are all aware of the coming apocalypse, but there's nothing they can do about it, nor are they even trying to do anything. They just sit around and say, yep, we're all gonna die. Man, that's depressing. This is a depressing game. I like it. So Link has to save the world. The goal is more or less the same as any Zelda game. You have to complete a series of dungeons and do a bunch of random shit in between. A big part of this game is the learning of ocarina melodies and collection of masks, which all give you different unique capabilities. Most are optional, but the main required masks transform Link into different species like Deku, Goron, and Zora. When transformed, you can use those species' powers and skills, which is vital in progressing in certain parts of the game. When Link puts the masks on, apparently it's painful. Oh, jeez, he's screaming in agony! Man, I feel bad for making him do that.
It's not only an alternate world, there is a conspiracy that the whole game is the 5 stages of grief as Link is unaliving. This is his final thoughts making a world.
Mechanics here and there. However, there is one major thing that sets it apart from the others. As I said before, they had to do something to make it stand out from Ocarina. Well, they figured, why not give it a time limit? Zelda with a time limit? How does that work? Well, as mentioned, the moon is going to destroy everything in 3 days, which roughly translates to 1 hour of playtime, unless you play the song of inverted time, which slows it down and gives you almost 3 hours. If you let the clock run out, what happens? Well, of course I had to find out.
This is terrifying. Like, why unit? This is like terrifying.
Wow. Well, after 20 years, that still looks cool. So, what exactly happens? Well, simply put, game over. Now, of course, you can't complete an entire Zelda game in less than 3 hours. That's where the Song of Time comes in. When you play it, it acts as Link's time machine, sending him back to the dawn of day one. You keep your melodies and masks and any major items you've collected, but the rest of the world resets. The characters you've met all have forgotten, and everything starts up again, as if nothing happened. So Link is basically experiencing the same thing as Bill Murray in Groundhog Day, cursed to relive the same events over and over. No wonder why he acts like there's no consequences. Breaking into people's homes, strutting around like he owns the place, walking away from explosions, getting drunk at the bar, dancing in front of strangers, and igniting a bomb at somebody's front door to get them to come out.
Nobody will remember. Who cares like that?
What an ass. So basically, any time before the third day ends, you have to play that song and go back in time. Otherwise, the moon will crash and you lose your progress. You just don't let it happen. Playing the song doesn't just send you back, it also saves the game. And it's the only way you can truly save.
Wait,
there is a quick save, which you can do by hitting out.
I don't think so in the 3DS though, but maybe in the 64. Yeah, in the 3DS, I think you could save it at anywhere you want, I guess. Wait, it was like that on 64? Well, that's crazy.
Owl statues, but that's only a temporary save that you can only load once. Yeah. So if you want to save and feel good about it, you got to go back in time. Now, I always thought saving was the preservation of progress up until the present time. But here, to save, you got to go back to the beginning. What kind of sense does that make? When you go back, you keep your main items as mentioned, but all your rupees are gone. Your arrows, gone. Bombs, gone. Sticks, nuts, bottled items, any inventory, it all goes away. Plus any side quests you were working on or people you've interacted with, any items you've unlocked or special events that took place, all that is lost. So saving is something you don't want to do until the 3 days are almost up and you have no other choice. You have to put a lot of thought into what exactly you plan to accomplish before your next save.
True.
You don't want to start something on the second or third day and then realize you're out of time and have to do it over again. It's like you have to plan your gameplay sessions within these 3-hour intervals. Many times I had to leave the system on overnight and pray for no power outages. I gotta be honest, I like playing games where you can save anytime you want, like Zelda. Oh man, I can't reference Zelda because I'm playing fucking Zelda! Then there's occasions where you need time to speed up. Certain events only happen during the day or night or at a specific hour or whatever. You can skip forward with the Song of Double Time or a dancing scarecrow. Yeah, a dancing scarecrow. But these methods skip you ahead 6 to 12 hours. You can't just go to whatever hour you want, so you're still going to wait around a lot. And waiting is something that's never fun, in real life or in games. Look at Link scratching himself. He can't take it anymore. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? What if you're in a dungeon? You know, the main areas in Zelda games where most of the action and puzzle solving takes place. The parts that usually take the most time and the most work. What if you're up to your ass in one of those and the clock runs out? Would the Song of Time preserve your dungeon progress? I don't want to find out.
I don't think so.
With the Song of Inverted Time slowing it down to 3 hours, that's probably enough. But don't even threaten me with that shit. Just the fact there's a time limit hovering over me makes me nervous as hell and takes all the fun away. It would be like duct taping a bag of diarrhea to the ceiling while you try to get work done. It probably won't fall as long as you make sure the duct tape is secure, but then you stop and think, it actually has no reason to be there. I mean, give me a reason. A time limit in a Zelda game? What were they fucking thinking? The clock is a story in itself. At first it appears to be like the upper half of a regular analog clock, especially since 12 is at the top center. But why is 6 on the right and left? Why is there both a sun and a moon going around in a circle? My intuitive nature to think it's anything like a regular clock only confused the hell out of myself. From what I was able to make sense of, it runs from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then changes to 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and so on for each day. The yellow sun is always a minute hand, the red sun is the hour hand, but the red sun changes to a moon at night. Why doesn't the minute hand also change to a moon? Why not just have a regular clock or a simple digital counter? I mentioned every time you go back and save, you lose your rupees, unless first you deposit them in the bank. Now, let me tell you about the bank, because this is a whole shit show. First of all, what's up with the bank teller? What's she doing? Yeah, that's great. Have you ever gone to the bank and the teller is thrashing their arms up and down?
I think she's doing like a Dogeza pose, like a, oh, sorry, please, money, please, like that. Yeah, I guess she's doing kind of like a Dogeza pose. That's what I saw, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Still weird though. Still weird. I have never heard the bank account the people at the bank they'll give that to you like please give us money like that. So it's still weird.
If that has ever happened, I'd like to know.
But I thought they
it's
were doing
amusing
the
the first time you see it, maybe the 10th, but by the 100th time, you have to go through the same dialogue every time. An actual ATM is quicker. And then you have to enter the amount you want to deposit. Of course you want to deposit all, but there's no option for all. You have to enter the exact amount you have. And if it's a lot, she gives you interest, immediately handing over 5 rupees. Now I have to go through that all over again just to deposit 5 rupees? Can't you just add it to my balance? Then, after you save, you have to withdraw your rupees, which means going back to the bank and going through all the dialogue again. And after you withdraw, you pay a service charge of 4 rupees. Then what was the point of the 5 rupees you gave me earlier? And there's no withdraw all option either. Again, you have to enter the exact amount. One time I only took out a partial amount, then decided I wanted more, and the dialogue started up again.
Oh no!
Excuse me, but let me take a look at you. Ah, yes, Link. You have to recognize me again? I was just here. I didn't even go anywhere. I've been standing right in front of your fucking face. You know how fast this could work? Like this. Deposit, withdraw, all, or enter amount. What's so hard about that? Or even better, just keep your rupees, like every other Zelda game. You might be thinking, this is just a minor thing, just a small part in the game. But no, this is a huge, major part because every single time you save, you have to repeat the whole deposit withdrawal routine.
That's
and it doesn't end there. You also have to restock your arrows, bombs, bottled items, everything.
Yeah.
So good luck farming for all that shit every single time. It's the only game I know where saving could take 20 minutes. Well, gee, the time limit, the saving that sends you back, the weird clock, the banking system, that's probably all the bad things, right? I'm gonna move ahead now and just assume the rest of the game is totally perfect. But I've been wrong before. Let's look on the bright side, which in this case is the dark side, the visual design. It's bizarre, twisted, and downright unsettling. I love it. Dude, it's like a combination of Never-Ending Story and Nightmare Before Christmas. This game's got some weird shit. There's the happy mask salesman who speaks in jarring jump cuts and then without any warning strangles Link. For a bit too long. Then there's a certain song that summons a creepy Link statue.
I remember this one!
Whoa. Now that's some freaky
Isn't this
deaky
meme or
shit.
something?
Then there's beings known as them or they that come out at night. There's the professor with the goat-like head.
Link in the meme
this guy's
before.
one of my favorites. There's Guru who
was?
plays the organ grinder. Faster and faster and faster. He keeps getting more and more tense. His anxious mood rubs off on you. Then there's mummies that stare into your soul.
Oh, I didn't like this location.
Oh, dude.
This place is scary. I didn't like it.
Oh, get it off! Get it off! But perhaps the creepiest part is when you go into this house and out.
What the? Hi guys, this guy? There's a person in the chat calling him Hi guys. Oh my gosh, I can't unsee it now. But Tascani! Tascani! Niteru wa. Oh my gosh, he does look like Hi Guy-san. If you're wondering who is a Hi Guy-san, Hi Guy-san is one of the VShojo staff member. He also does a streaming as well, but yeah, it does looks like him. Tascani! Tascani!
He keeps getting more and more tense. His anxious mood rubs off on you. Then there's mummies that stare into your soul. Oh, dude.
I hate this enemy. It's so scary.
But perhaps the creepiest part is when you go into this house and out of the cabinet comes this thing.
Oh yeah.
Then this little girl stands in front of him who turns out to be his daughter. She knows her dad turned into some monster, but she still loves him. That's some sad shit. You play the song of healing, he reverts back to his regular self, and they hug it out.
Let's go!
Oh man. I gotta lighten the mood. The game has its share of funny moments, like the arguing skulls, the skeleton hand that comes out of the toilet asking for toilet paper, I guess, the shopkeeper who keeps itching himself. I don't know what the point of most of this is.
Oh, I guess this one is a reference from the Ocarina of Time? これ確か時岡のね、なんか、あれだよね。This is a reference from the Ocarina of Time,
It's not all that.
There's a guy who does like a fishing shop. And he does that too, and they have this like same cactus, so that's why he does that too.
Funny. You just gotta make it funny. Like these loving seahorses that give you a heart. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it does.
Yeah, the fishing
when you
pond
swim,
guy.
I can't help but think that sounds like a cat puking. Or, more specifically, the pre-puke hacking phase when the vomit's being pumped through. Okay, you get it. The puzzle solving is on par for what you'd expect with the Zelda game. It's all about the brain teasers. You have to melt ice on the ceiling to cause a waterfall, to tilt a seesaw, to raise yourself to the next one. There's rooms you have to flip upside down and back again to drop blocks into certain areas to activate certain buttons and shit.
Right?
It's madness, but that's Zelda. There's also some really cool boss battles.
Every time my cat does that, like like that. And I always get the like a tissue paper and everything and try to like place under her, so like even she puke, the tissue paper will catch it. But then she decided to go walk away somewhere else and puke it. Even I prepared the tissue paper for her on the floor, and she's like, you know what? Let me go this way.
Like this guy here, definitely feeling the Tim Burton vibe. So there, I said some good things about the game, but that's all anybody ever talks about is the good things. The bad things, well, that's my job. For me, the majority of it has been consistently frustrating. It has its share of bad camera angles, difficult jumps, and occasional glitches. Many of the boss battles are repetitive and grueling, like this one where you have to kill all the eyeballs.
Oh yeah!
Do you think there's enough eyeballs? Dialogue can be a chore.
And I was
Sometimes if there's more than one character close together,
like,
it's hard to speak to the right one. Like here, it's the kid I want to talk to, but this asshole keeps getting in my way. When buying large quantities of items, you have to buy them one at a time. If you screw up a quest, it can be insanely punishing, making you have to go back to the first day to start again. Like I said, many of these quests operate on a 3-day schedule where you have to be in all the right places at the right time. I went to a farm, had to do a target practice session, wait for a specific night, defend a barn from a bunch of alien ghosts, then defend a ship.
That one is so bizarre. But in the night, the alien will come kidnap them, so you gotta protect all the cows and everybody at the farm from the alien. And if you fail, the girl in the farm will get kidnapped, and she'll be back in like a few hours, but she'll be like a little weird. Like whatever you talk to her, she'll be like staring at the air and like not talking to you at all. She has been energetic and everything, but if you fail, yeah, that will happen. She's not even talking to you, and she's kind of like zoned out or something.
Of milk from bandits, but I lost, and just because of that, I had to redo all the above, the whole 3-day cycle, all over again. It's easy to get disoriented. For one example, I just met the skeleton dude, and now I'm supposed to chase him. A cutscene plays, and afterwards, oh shit, I'm facing in the wrong direction. I reorient myself and go after him, but now, just because I delayed for one short moment, I'm never able to catch up with him. It's over. Rather than giving
Did
you
you
a
know
quick
that the
second chance...
aliens are inspired by the American legend of the Flatwoods Monster?
Oh, I didn't know that. I was always wondering what is that about. I didn't know that.
You have to leave the area and come back. Why? There's a wall with a maze of ladders that are invisible. You have to use the lens of truth just to see them, and then still you have to pick the right path. Every second they're visible, you're depleting your magic meter. I had just barely enough to find my way to the top. Look at this. Now that's an image. All I'm trying to do is get a treasure, and there's a black cloud over my head. Literally. Speaking of overhead...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There's a couple times when you have to win a race. The first time you're in your Goron body rolling with other Gorons. At first it seems like a cool mini game, but the problem is you have to come in first place, not second.
Yeah,
not third,
and I did this so many times.
They leave you no room for error. If you bump into anything,
my gosh, I did this
just
so many
once,
times.
You won't make it.
Right.
You have to practice it over and over until you memorize every inch of that entire course.
Oh my
the
gosh,
other race is on horseback.
I remember
but it's
I
the
did
same
so
thing.
many times.
You need a perfect run. And worse, this time every try costs you 10 rupees.
Yeah,
Considering this is a mini game and that racing is not the main skill in Majora's Mask or any Zelda game, you'd think they could be a little more forgiving. Even in Mario Kart, you don't have to be in first place to move on. The controls suck due to the clunkiness of the Nintendo 64 joystick. I give it some slack here because they hadn't yet perfected the feel of 3D games. But just try Breath of the Wild and then go back to this and you'll realize how far we've come. Not just controlling Link, but when you're on the menu screen, it's a little awkward moving around. Plus the warp screen, you'd think you can just push up to go up, but nothing works the way it should. For these screens, it would have been nice to have the option of using the D-pad. Aiming your weapons is never easy. I'm trying to hookshot onto the turtle's back. I've aimed for the shell, I've aimed for the tree, I've tried it from every angle I could think of, but it only works whenever it feels like it. There's many areas where you have to shoot ice arrows into the water to create glaciers to hop on, but sometimes it just doesn't work. There's no clear reason. Come on! Come on! What the fuck? I've heard in the 3DS version, the water sparkles to show you exactly where to shoot. I imagine the controls are a lot smoother on the 3DS too. And I think that's a great idea to re-release a game and fix up the flaws. But that doesn't erase the past, which is where I take you. So yeah, I would have probably had a better time with the 3DS version, but for historical sake, I gotta do the original. Anyway, now try shooting arrows through a flame to light a torch a mile away while standing on a spinning fucking platform.
Oh my gosh,
Here I'm trying to climb on the red pipe. Anytime you have to walk on a narrow path, it turns into a balancing act. All I'm trying to do is keep the joystick straight. Why is this so hard? Whoa, 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 whoa! Fuck.
I played a 64 and a 3DS.
Keep it steady, keep it steady. Oh my god, I'm stuck, I'm stuck! Whoa, 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 whoa. Made it. This part, you gotta do the Goron roll on the bridge, hit the ramp, and jump across. But each time, I veer slightly to the side and fall down. And then you have to go all the way back and climb a ladder just to get to the starting point again. Alright, here we go. Oh, oh, oh!
What?
Fuck! It's like bowling a gutter ball. You're so mad, you want to try again immediately, but you gotta wait your turn. Go. Go. Go! Yeah! Fuck! I bounced back! How about jumping on invisible platforms that are slippery with ice and getting knocked back by spiders?
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
that's real
this is
fun.
evil.
There's a part where you have to enter a cave, but it's blocked by a giant boulder. The goal is to blow it up using an explosive barrel that you get from a big Goron. As soon as he gives you the barrel, time starts ticking down. You have to hurry and carry it over the cave before it explodes. Right off the bat, they put all these ramps in front of you.
Oh my gosh,
you can't carry it while walking up the ramp, so you have to repeatedly throw the barrel and pick it up again. And again, and again. Then you have to find the cave as fast as humanly possible. Like everything, they give you just enough time for a perfect run. If you get a little bit lost along the way, or you don't take the most direct path, or bump into something, or drop the barrel for one moment, you're done. Just give up. Just want to get over the bridge. Get out of my way. Ah, you fucking wolf. Pick it up, pick it up. Get the barrel. Get the barrel. Fuck.
Oh, it was right in front of it.
Here we go. Here we go. I can see the cave. I can see the cave. Gonna make it.
You're almost dead.
Gonna make it.
Come on.
Ah.
Grab it.
Oh, pick it up. Pick it up.
Ah.
Fuck. Finally, I'm gonna do it. I just did a perfect run. Plenty of time left. But it's about to change from night to day. That's kind of distracting, but no worries, right? Alright, put the barrel right in front of the boulder. We're set. It's there. It's there. Now all I gotta do is sit back and wait for the explosion. All right. Dawn a second day. All right.
Uh-oh.
Where's the barrel?
Uh-oh.
Where is the fucking barrel? You're gonna take the barrel? Just because the day changed? That's worse than Simon's Quest.
No!
Imagine if in Simon's Quest, every time it changes, it restarts whatever task you're working on. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! You know what? Fuck this game. Yeah, I said it. Did I want to rip apart Majora's Mask?
Oh
No.
my gosh.
But the game drew first blood, not me.
The funny thing is, I love that game, but I also feel his pain too, so even he's saying, fuck this game like that, and I was like, yeah! I get that.
The Great Bay Temple is the stuff of which nightmares are born. The
Oh,
stuff of
it's so
legendary video game trauma. All I gotta say is, the Whirlpool Room.
Oh my gosh, I remember this
Fuck
place.
me. The Whirlpool Room. It's a huge underwater room, which is like the main hub of the entire dungeon, full of tunnels that lead every which way. Not even the map can make sense because you're never sure which level you're on. This is before 3D maps were common, like in Breath of the Wild. But besides being confusing, you can hardly control where you're going. The water pushes you all around, forcing you.
I don't know why, but it feels like always when it comes to a water temple, it's always really difficult compared to the other temples. なんか水のダンジョンって他に比べて難しいイメージあるよね。Always waters are like a little difficult compared to the other ones.
You to swim in circles, even if you
Nobody
know
likes
which
the
tunnel
water
you're trying to go
stage.
in.
Me too.
The current will pull
I don't
you
even
away.
like the
You have
water
to get
stage in
tricky
Mario.
and hug the wall a certain way, and just as you're about to pass by the tunnel, you quickly turn into it. But if you screw up and get sucked into the wrong tunnel, it could shit you out in some other part of the dungeon you don't want to be in. And next thing, you're retracing your steps to get back to where you were. But you can't waste all that time when time is not on your side. That moon is gonna crash. The first day, I'm feeling fine. Second day, I'm starting to worry a little. The third day, I'm playing like my life depends on it. If time runs out, everything I did might go to waste. Hours of blood, sweat, and tears. Well, maybe not blood, but here I am, just doing my best. Oh, that sound. The toll of the bullshit bell.
Oh no,
I'm
it's
done
a countdown!
The thing is, I'm almost there. Push the switch, get on the water spout.
Come on!
And I've made it to the boss.
You gotta hurry!
But that timer doesn't care. Give me a minute. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. I don't think that's enough time. It might be.
Oh,
I don't want to play the ocarina now because I'm not sure exactly what that does. So, these bosses, you can't be under a rush. You have to have patience so that you can watch the boss, learn their weak spot, find their patterns. But the way things are right now, I don't think this is happening. And if it does, it's going to be the last possible second. And then what if I have to bail out, use the ocarina, but I get knocked into the water and I can't use the ocarina or something? So I need to make a decision here.
Decisions. Yep, another run. I'll come back
Make
here.
me do the dungeon over. Please.
Oh no, he doesn't know.
Please.
Oh no, he doesn't know.
I have to do the entire dungeon all over again.
Yes.
I still have the compass and the map, whoopity fucking do, but I have to get all the keys again,
なんか地元の友達さ。
reactivate all the water valves, and it's basically like starting over. Ooh, I haven't felt this kind of rage in a long time. I can feel the diarrhea flowing through my veins. Oh, even with Jekyll and Hyde, I didn't have to play that shit for a solid week. Picking up the controller and starting this game is like a sentence. You're sentencing yourself to a punishment, and everybody else loves it. Well, I thought I loved shit. Majora's Mask? More like major ass! Alright, let's beat
What the
fuck
fuck?
out of this game.
9対9で字幕吹っ飛んだ。ねえ、いなくなっちゃった。タンタンタン。
It's that special kind of feeling, the kind where nothing else matters. When you're punching the couch and playing standing up, it's gotten real. You want to show that game what the fuck you're made of.
Dun, 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 dun. This music is kind of off. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, maybe it's a copyright free. Maybe. Oh, it is. Nice, だよ、nice だよ。DMCA. Dun, 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 dun. It's similar, but not the same one.
I did it! I beat the dungeon.
Let's
Only
go!
one left. Alright, last
Oh
dungeon.
no, this
Last
one.
dungeon. Here we go. Yeah, take that, you fuck.
Ikana だ、Ikana. Yeah, Ikana, Ikana. I remember this place.
Yeah, I
Ikana.
did it. I beat the boss. Pick up the boss remains. Oh, hang on, I gotta get the heart container too.
Uh-oh.
I can still get that heart, right?
Uh-oh.
Now I gotta watch the cutscene.
Uh-oh.
Please let that heart still be
Uh-oh.
there.
Oh no.
Please.
Oh no.
How do I get the heart now? So I looked it up. You can get the heart still. Oh yeah.
Oh,
If
really?
you beat the boss again. Oh, so you have to pick up the heart container before you pick up the boss remains. I didn't know there's a specific order. Now you might think I'm the one who fucked
Yeah,
up,
there's
but that
unspoken
shouldn't be
rules about
possible.
Zelda.
The boss remains were
Get the
in
heart.
front of the heart, so naturally that's what I touched first.
There's an
Jeez.
unspoken rules.
Have a heart.
Have it, huh?
Am I done yet? Well, almost. There's a ton of quests left, mostly optional. I did one that had me running around delivering letters and waiting for people to show up in different places all throughout the 3-day cycle. The final part, you have to wait in a hotel room until there's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the timer. Needless to say, my nerves were skyrocketing.
So this is a quest for like there's a couple and there's a bride and groom. The groom went missing, so the bride was thinking about postpone the wedding or totally cancel it or stuff like that. If you don't do any quest line, she'll be going away, running away from the moon, and she won't be in here. She's only in here because he did the side quest. And then when you come here, there's gonna be an empty room with just a wedding dress in here. And it makes me so sad. Or if you do the quest but not doing properly, the groom will show up in here, but there's no bride waiting for him. So he's just gonna stare at the wedding dress that left in here. It's so sad. It's so depressing. And then he's just waiting until the moon crashing out the whole thing in here. It's so depressing.
Again. But what happened here was perhaps one of the most solemn, doomy, and emotionally heart-wrenching scenes in the whole game.
It is!
Or any game. These people are all sitting around waiting for the world to end. What can you say about that? They're only characters in a game, but I can't help but wonder what could be going through their minds. You're forced to stand there and wait with them until that counter goes down while the music just swells over you. Then the person you're waiting for enters the room and 2 long-lost lovers reunite and get married with Link as the witness. And with that resolved, they tell Link to take refuge as they both wait there, ready to die together at last.
Aww.
Wow. Goosebumps, man. I got 'em. All the R.L. Stein books. Then you encounter Skull Kid, play a melody, and summon 4 giants that come marching to—
Oh yeah, Groom got the curse from the Skull Kid, which is the one wearing the Majora's mask. He got the curse from that guy, and then he shrinked like a Detective Conan. Yeah, so his body turned back to the kid, so he was trying to find a way to how to go back to his adult body again and stuff like that. Yeah.
to hold the moon. It's like Atlas of Greek mythology holding up the heavens. And with that music playing over it, it's a truly epic scene. Then you ascend up into the moon, which doesn't look like a moon
Oh yeah, this
at
one
all.
is like really
Instead, it's a grassy field
bizarre.
with a tree and a bunch of kids running around with masks. There's something really eerie about this. It's like a scene out of The Wicker Man. I mean the original, not the Nick Cage one. So there's still a lot to do here, but at this point I'm taking the quickest possible route. I talk to the kid who's wearing Majora's mask. He warns me I only have weak masks. And I'm aware I haven't fully powered my sword, or gotten the Fierce Deity mask, or any of the things that are supposed to make the game a hell of a lot easier. Not to mention that heart they didn't let me get. But you know what? I'm going forward anyway. 'Cause fuck it. The final battle begins. Majora's mask floats all around, shooting lasers and spinning like a buzzsaw. I defend with my shield, carefully time my sword hits, and deflect the lasers back.
Ooh.
It's a long process, but I beat him. Now what? The second form, Majora takes on a humanoid shape, dancing around like an idiot. The fuck? Okay. This time I play more
Freaky
offensive,
dial.
going in close and slashing away until he's done. Oh shit! This is where it starts, doesn't it? His third form doesn't mess around. He has these long whips that have such a great range, even if you stand on the far opposite side of the room, you can still get hit. And once he hits you, he doesn't stop. Oh, come on, let me get up! Come on, you fucking piece of dog dick. I carefully aim my light arrows to stun him, then run across the room, and I just barely have enough time to get some sword swipes in. Rinse and repeat. And just a reminder, I do not have the recommended sword, all the masks, or all the heart containers. So, if all along you've been saying I suck at this game, well then suck on this shit!
Let's go!
I beat him. It's finally
You
over!
did it!
In true Zelda fashion, you get a big ending scene where all the characters you've met come together with peace and harmony.
Yourselves into 20.
Is the world really going to end just because I have a distaste for Majora's Mask? I do like certain things about it.
I like its style and mood. There's something profound and fascinating about the world of Termina, the interesting characters it's populated with, and their multiple storylines and personal tribulations. Does it all exist as a dream within Hyrule? Is Hyrule Termina's heaven? Some even believe Link is supposed to be dead. There's so many different ways to interpret it, like religions of the world. This game is truly a work of art. I love the concept, I love the lore, I love the creepy visuals that provoke an innocent childhood sense of worry, I love the rich storylines, and all the above. But the part I don't like very much is the game part. And that's the part that seems to get discussed the least. I mean, it's not a movie, it's not a comic book, it's a game. One that has grated at my nerves, not just while playing it, but also during the intervals in between when I was not playing and feeling extreme anxiety, feverishly anticipating when I will get my hands on it next to conquer this thing and get it off my daily chores.
Bomb.
You saw all the trouble I had with it. That's not my idea of fun, and I don't want it in my life. Call it a love-hate thing. So, Nerd, signing out.
Oh, this is the beginning of 2020? Oh shit. beginning of 2020. Oh, good luck.
We're still
Oh,
here.
good luck.
The world didn't end.
2020年の初めか、これ。Yeah, good luck.
All right, time for the unmasking. No. 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 No.
Mr. Nerd, forever stuck in the world that exists in his mind, a world he cannot end, perpetually surrounding himself with games he hates yet cannot stop playing. Tonight's tale of the macabre, masochists, and Majora's Mask on the Angry Video Game Nerd.
That was a good video. I didn't feel like I was watching for the 40 minutes. That was so good. めっちゃ良かった. That was so good. Yeah, that was so good. Beep. めっちゃ良かった. めっちゃ良かった. Yeah, that was so good. Yeah, that was 40 minutes long. That was so good. ねえ、めちゃくちゃ良かった. I know, right? I liked that a lot. I liked that a lot. ねえ、it was so good. It was so good.